I used to get abused a lot in Kannada because my friend circle was that. And मेरे को आधी बातें समझ नहीं आती थी. So they used to bitch about me in front of me. तुम मेरी बहन को गाली दे रहे हो या मेरी दादी को बताओ मेरे को. We did an underground comedy festival which was about 25 days long. We did close to about 183 shows, had 108 comedians perform and sold close to about 14,600 tickets. Kapil also, when he released his 1 hour, which is for Netflix, he had writers who were helping him. But the writers that were helping him were comics. They weren't writers. Latent पे अगर कोई non-comic judge आया है, not killed as hard. Comedians have been floating things across. I'm not earning as much as what I was doing in a job, but I have way more time. 30 दिन के लिए ऑस्ट्रेलिया चला गया. नौकरी के साथ मैं कभी नहीं कर पाता.
Speaking about comedians, कैसा लगता है इनके साथ hang out करने में?
It's a locker room where we are bullying each other.
डर लगता है कॉमेडी करने में? एक नंबर भाई. हाय हरमन.
हेलो सर.
वेलकम टू एक नंबर बाई फिनवन. इस सेगमेंट का थोड़ा सा अंडरस्टैंडिंग दे देता हूँ. वी डू दिस जस्ट टू इंस्पायर द यंगर जनरेशन और थोड़ा सा उन्हें अंडरस्टैंडिंग दे देते हैं कि अलग अलग फील्ड में यार क्या हो रहा है, पैसे किस तरह से बढ़ रहे हैं या कम रहे हैं या किस तरह से खर्च हो रहे हैं, राइट? तो दिस इज मेजरली फॉर द यंगर जनरेशन जिनके हाथ में पैसा तो आ रहा है और वो उड़ा रहे हैं. मौज
कमा नहीं रहे हैं वो, बट उड़ा रहे हैं.
कमा भी रहे हैं तो उड़ा ही रहे हैं. ठीक है, एक क्विक अंडरस्टैंडिंग ले लेते हैं कि आप पहले भी इस तरह के एक सैलरीड एम्प्लॉय थे, राइट? एंड देन यू ट्रांजिशंस टू कॉमेडी.
फेयर.
तो ये ट्रांजिशन कैसा था, पहली बात. और ये एक ट्रेंड देखा है आई थिंक हम लोगों ने बहुत सारे कॉमेडियंस के साथ. उपमन्यु ने किया है,
Right.
ठीक है. आई थिंक बस्सी वाज आल्सो इन द सेम लाइंस.
He didn't have a job, but yeah. Yeah.
तो उन्होंने पढ़ाई किसी और चीज की है, बट देन ही गॉट इनटू कॉमेडी. या थिएटर से भी कहीं भी कोई कंपैरिजन नहीं है या कोई रिलेशन नहीं है.
Right.
एंड देन गेटिंग इनटू कॉमेडी.
Right.
हाउ डिड दैट हैपन और क्यों किया आपने वो?
Okay. First, I think I started as a stand-up accidentally. It wasn't something that I wanted to be, but I loved attention. So I used to host a lot of corporate gigs, which is like MC, a lot of annual meetings, or maybe MC or gala night or something. So I used to do that. And while you're doing that, you need to keep the audience engaged. तो उस टाइम मैं काफी चुटकुले मारता था on the spot, just probably talk to the leadership team and crack jokes about them and all of that. So that's when one of the person happened to come and ask me backstage, do you do like stand up as well? And मैं भी मतलब I like हाँ कर लेता हूँ. So that was my first lie, and then I started off like that, and then I did a couple of open mics. फिर मैं चला गया. Like I didn't enjoy the open mics because I didn't do that well, because cracking jokes in front of an audience that is for you and cracking jokes in front of an audience that is for jokes are two different things. They don't know you. So writing joke is a very different skill that I realized only with time. So yeah, getting back to the point of moving from a salary to a transition point was more or less that salary sort of locks you within something and it's an everyday thing, but whereas stand up didn't feel like an everyday thing. Like it's not monotonous, but it's monotonous. So that was one reason why I sort of moved out of it.
कैसा लगता है एक ऐसा पंजाबी होके जिसको कन्नड़ा आती है?
ऐसे बहुत है भाई. To be very honest, there are a lot of. One thing you need to understand, I don't think it is to do anything with Punjabi or anything, but it's just that adapting is very human. Like you need to adapt to where you are if you want to survive or if you want to go up, right? So I used to get abused a lot in Kannada because my friend circle was that, and मेरे को आधी बातें समझ नहीं आती थी. So they used to bitch about me in front of me, and which was very triggering. कि I'm like मेरी
अब तो सीखना पड़ेगा, मेरे को जानना है क्या बोल रहा है
बंदा. तुम मेरी बहन को गाली दे रहे हो या मेरी दादी को बताओ मेरे को. So I need, like, it was more or less on that. तो उसी वजह से सीखी थी. And once if you have a friend circle that sort of is within the same thing, having multiple languages to communicate in is fun. और फिर हम cricket भी खेलते थे, so I used to compete a lot. So like if we are playing against Kendriya Vidyalaya MEG, which is a very army base team, and they are majorly communicating in Hindi only. And whereas my team is more or less on like a lot of Tamilians, a lot of Kannadigas. So we had to communicate in different languages so that we could strategize better. So that's when I started learning a lot more. तो वो आता. But it's fun. It's like, it's fun to trick people. in Kannada when they think I don't understand it, and then I reply in Hindi, I'm in Kannada, and then they're like all baffled ki they are. इसको समझ आ गया सब कुछ. So
आई
that
थिंक आपका एक स्टैंड अप है आई फील लाइक अ वुमन
yeah.
उसमें आपने बहुत अच्छे से लाइक एक्सप्लेन किया है कि ऑटो वालों के साथ क्या होता है
Right.
है
Yeah,
ना
yeah. Negotiation becomes easier. Like
हम्म
whereas double meter, 1.5 meter is the conversation, but the moment you start like in Kannada, you're starting at ground zero. That where
हम्म
he's already in to take you because he's like you've made an effort. All least I can do is drive you because people are very emotionally driven nonetheless. तो उसमें yeah, but काफी racism भी face किया है initially, but now it's a lot more better.
बट क्या एक्चुअली फेयर्स में चेंजेस होते
Of
हैं
course, bhai.
हम्म
Of course. You're telling me if a tech machine can do it. What I mean is, if you have attached your credit card to your Uber and your Ola is only on cash, right? Your prices on different apps will be different because the moment you attach a credit card, they know that you're an earning member. तेरा किस तरह का credit card है, so your algorithm works on those levels.
राइट
तो ह्यूमन वाइज भी चलेगा ना. द मोमेंट आई डू कन्नड़ा इट्स माई कैश ओनली. द मोमेंट आई डू हिंदी दैट्स लाइक क्रेडिट कार्ड. सो ऑफकोर्स आई विल बी चार्ज हायर. सो इट डज मेक अ डिफरेंस फेयर वाइज.
फेयर कूल नाउ यू आर अपार्ट फ्रॉम जस्ट कॉमेडी आप एक अपना अंडरग्राउंड क्लब भी चलाते हो कॉमेडी का
राइट.
राइट थोड़ा और ब्रीफ दो उसके बारे में कि व्हाट इज इट हाउ डज इट फंक्शन
राइट.
कैसे लोग आते हैं वहाँ पे एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कॉमेडियंस दैट यू केटर टू
फेयर.
थोड़ा सा डिटेल
I think not just underground, the comedy club market in India is it's old, but at the same time, it's pretty new because previously, जब comedy clubs चल रहे थे India में, like there was Canvas Laugh Club, which was the first one, which before it was called Comedy Store, right? So they had come. So it was driven by corporates. It was driven by people who are purely in for capitalistic purposes. But now most of the comedy clubs in India are run by comedians themselves. So they do understand how important it is to be audience centric and artist centric, right? So to create a setup and infrastructure like that, which is purely in the comedy experience, is what is happening now. So being a comedian myself, when we went about starting the comedy club, it was very like accidental only. ऐसा plan नहीं किया था. मैं एक नौकरी से निकला था. There's another comedian friend of mine named Karthikeya Vatwani. वो अभी भी नौकरी कर रहा है. IIT खड़गपुर pass out. So we both like he kept मेरे में घुसता रहता था कि भाई स्टार्ट करते हैं. There's lack of stage time. We don't get enough attention to try material. There is no proper setup for like for artists to try their material, all of that. So there was a genuine gap in the open mic sector. So we started a comedy club with the intention, which is very selfish, कि अगर 20 लोग भी आ जाएं तो चुटकुले सुनाने में मिल जाएंगे in very dedicated space. Because if you perform in a cafe, you have disturbances, you're competing against pizza. I'm not funnier and satisfactory than pizza. How do I compete against a pizza? It cannot happen. So a lot of issues like that were happening in the scene. So that's how we started. So we started in September 2023. 8th September is when we went and saw the place, and we were like, it, let's do it. So I was transitioning from a job. I was actually applying for interviews, and I didn't have a job. And I'm like, ठीक है.
दिस इज बैक व्हेन
This is 2023. I'd quit my job in May 2023, and I was supposed to go to Dubai. And I'm like, ठीक है, वहाँ जाते हैं. We'll have a fresh start. But then I didn't go to Dubai. I was like, why should I feel lonely and poor at the same time? I'm not going to Dubai and feeling lonely as well. I'm not doing that. So that's when this club wala plan came through. Though we had no idea कि क्या होगा. So we were like, okay, we'll run it parallelly because a comedy club was supposed to be run only on the weekends. Monday to Thursday ना जनता आती है ना कुछ है, तो it's not like too hectic for us to manage. Weekends पे हम छुट्टी निकाल के कर लेंगे. So we started with that. Investment wise, जो भी savings थी वो डाली. हमें लगा था X में हो जाएगा, but 3.4x का बजट गया.
एक फिगर दो ना कितना
क्या मतलब फिगर क्या? Say for example, 3 people, we thought we'll put 10. It ended up being 90. And that sort of like those 3 months where I'm like, finally I got a job in September. Like September 22nd, I got a job. I'm like, शुक्र है. Alright, so we picked up that job. I got my जितना भी आना था सितंबर 30 को 10 दिन का सैलरी. I'm like सब गया. And then अक्टूबर में आया सब गया. नवंबर में आया सब गया. दिसंबर में we were functional. So we were functional from November 4th is when we did our first show. And by December, I quit my job. I say I quit my job. I mean, like I quit my job, but at home मैंने बोला था कि मेरे को निकाला गया है because as parents they were like क्या हरकत करती तूने नौकरी कौन छोड़ता है. So it was that. So at home I didn't tell at home that I don't have a job till March. तो मार्च तक मैं रोज सुबह घर से निकलता था, प्रिटेंड करता कि ऑफिस जा रहा हूँ, and then I used to come back at 9 in the night saying that I'm coming back from office.
तो ये बीच का पूरा टाइम आप वहां पे रहते थे?
मैं क्लब पे रहता था. So I used to write, we used to curate, because the whole idea to sort cash flow is to block your calendar for a certain time so that you know that you're lined up something, curate करके रखो so that your tickets are selling, because this is purely a ticket sales driven business. We don't have F&B, we don't have branding, nothing. So we are purely dependent on margins with the ticket sales that we have. So then we had to come up with newer ideas to generate cash flow.
राइट. थोड़ा सा ये कॉमेडी के एंगल पे थोड़ा बाद में आएंगे हम लोग. आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड मोर इन डेप्थ कि ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस अराउंड कितने लोग आते रहेंगे क्लब में?
So the club's capacity is about 100 seats. So on weekends, if you ask us, we have close to about 1,000 people coming.
ठीक है.
Roughly, like maximum is 1,000 people if we sell out all our 10 shows. But average तो देखेगा तो anywhere between 600 to 650.
ऑन अ वीकेंड?
On a weekend.
ऑन अ वीकडे कैसा रहता है सीन?
12 से 15.
कम लोग रहते हैं?
12 से 15.
नौकरी कर रहे हैं?
Yeah, nothing more than that. So that is also convenient for us because that becomes our rough work कि हम चुटकुले try कर रहे हैं. So business wise it's not healthy. Business wise we are still trying to figure how do we cater to weekday audiences. Do we come up with themed shows around relationships, or do we come up with themed shows around drugs, or do we come up with themed shows around corporates? So basis of that you are able to penetrate a certain market. Because theme पे ज़्यादा लोग चलते हैं. Like the moment we do a corporate show, maybe like 30 people might come. So we might see a spike from a 12 people to 30 people. So that makes a lot of difference percentage wise. But cash flow wise, it doesn't make a huge difference.
और ये experiment आप करते रहते हो?
हम कर रहे हैं. We are still not able to crack.
Got it. और यहाँ पे सिर्फ आप परफॉर्म करते हो या और भी कॉमेडियंस हैं?
No. We have like, तो हमने दिसंबर में 1 year into our existence, we did a underground comedy festival which was about 25 days long. We did close to about 183 shows and sold close to about 14,600 tickets. So where we had 108 comedians perform in 25 days. So we had comedians from Andhra, we had comedians from Chennai, we had big acts like Jaspreet, Ronak Rajani, Azim coming down and stuff. So these guys were doing their solos in bigger auditoriums. But the whole idea is the festival is spread across 10 different venues. There are shows every day. So there is a 25-seater venue and there is a 500-seater venue. So we were catering to everything. So that way, the kind of people that perform at the club is anybody and everybody. Like Kanan has done his trial shows there. Uruj comes often. Biswa came in the first month of the club. Solanki keeps coming. So yeah, because that's what I was telling you, the moment a club is driven through a comedian, it becomes a lot more democratic and easy. Because then decisions are being taken not basis of ticket sales, but it's also taken in terms of diverse and style of comedy. Bunch of things are taken. But a moment it's run by a capitalistic mindset, then you will have very similar people performing and that level of people performing. So that is not healthy is what I feel. क्योंकि अगर कोई 100 टिकट नहीं बेच पा रहा है तो उसका ये मतलब नहीं कि वो अच्छी जगह में परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाएगा. So then there are people who even sell 20 tickets but they perform at the club, which is better because they still get to experience and give a good experience and build their brand on that basis. तो वो सब है.
Make sense. और वीकेंड्स पे मान लो कि एक टिकट का प्राइस कितना रहता है रफली?
299.
299 पर टिकट. और अराउंड आप बोले कि 1000 लोग तो आ ही जाते हैं वीकेंड पे.
650 लगा लो.
650 ऑन एन एवरेज. अगर मान लो मैं 100 रुपीज एक नंबर रखा
हम्म,
ठीक है, 100 रुपीज में आपको कितना आता है, एक कॉमेडियन के पास कितना जाता है?
it's a very simple model,
हम्म
70-30.
70-30, और कुछ बीच में मार्जिन होते हैं, नहीं होते हैं?
बुक माई शो लेके जाता है अपना, बट
वो
हाँ,
कितना लेके जाते हैं?
वो डिपेंड करता है फ्रॉम क्लब टू क्लब. So
आपके
it's
क्लब में कैसा
so
रहता है?
it's anywhere between a 8 to 12%.
8
So if you're a
12%?
pure comedy club, you book my show will be lenient with you because they'll be like, okay, yeah, your inventory is bigger, you're more consistent. But if you're just a one-off event organizer, then they'll keep you at 10% only. So it
गॉट इट,
varies.
गॉट इट। आपकी पहली पेमेंट कितनी थी?
Stand-up wise,
हाँ,
7,000.
और ये इसलिए था कि आपके नेगोशिएशन स्किल्स अच्छे हैं या खराब हैं, या इन जनरल इतना तो मिल जाता है?
नहीं नहीं, ये मैंने कला के हिसाब से लिए थे, औकात के हिसाब से नहीं.
ग्रेट लाइन।
So I was very unskilled and I was very new in the business and I didn't know how to price also. Because the person on the lineup who's a musician is also taking 5K and he's performing for 30 minutes and I'm like, अरे मैं तो मतलब अभी अभी चालू किया है, ये तो गिटार बजा रहा है बचपन से, तो ये 5,000 ले रहा है, तो मैं कैसे 15 बोलूं? So I told 7 and they agreed immediately. And that's when I felt I could have charged more. Like there was definite. That's what I feel. अगर कोई तुम मुंह मांगी रकम दो और बंदा इमीडिएटली मांग जाए तो मुझे लगता है तुम्हारा क्या कट रहा है. लाइक यू कुड हैव आस्क्ड फॉर मोर.
मोर,
या
राइट। लेकिन कला के हिसाब से मांगो।
कला के हिसाब से मांगोगे तो दूसरी पार्टी थोड़ा इज्जत भी करती है कि ही
हम्म
नोज व्हाट्स हिज वर्थ.
हम्म
बट समटाइम्स बिकॉज ऑफ मार्केट value you are like this is the bare minimum I have to charge for my art form, not for me. Because the moment if you start undercutting the art form only, so fair people start taking the art form for granted. So which is what I learned. Like right now, if somebody calls and tells ki brother performing for 200 people, will you do it in 15K? It doesn't make sense. Because there are comedians who are charging 30 lakhs for the same amount of time and maybe for the same amount of people also, but the brand that they're catering to might be different. So you need to understand what works the best and it shouldn't undercut the whole art form, जो बहुत हो रहा है अभी, because the number of comedians has increased, the number of opportunities have been limited. That's why and creator वाला चीज आ गया कि कोई भी जिसके पास distribution है वो stand up बन रहा है. So that way it's become very tricky for comedians to price themselves also.
आई थिंक एक पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे कपिल शर्मा, खैर वो तो करते ही हैं, काफी
हम्म.
वक्त से करते हैं, ही इज वन ऑफ द ओजीज आई फील। उन्होंने भी आई थिंक नेटफ्लिक्स पे या किस प्लेटफॉर्म पे, फॉरगॉट द नेम, बट एक स्टैंड अप ट्राई किया था उन्होंने। Like-
He's released a special on Netflix.
यस, इट वाज अ
Yeah,
स्पेशल ऑन नेटफ्लिक्स। तो व्हाट डू यू हैव थॉट्स ऑन कि या टेलीविजन का बंदा अगर इधर भी आ गया तो फिर तो
No,
कैसे
no.
होगा?
That's the whole thing about stand-up, right? It's so
Hmm.
democratic
हम्म
that it sort of opens window for anybody and everybody. But you know, as an audience member, I will pay for somebody who's been doing it for the longest of times.
गॉट इट।
Right? Now, say for example, Sunil Grover also comes out to do stand-up. You will only watch him once. Right? Because the next time he comes, you know, he's way better as a character than as a stand-up. And even he knows that. That's
Hmm.
why he'll never come and do stand-up. So Kapil also, when he released or when he did his 1 hour, which is for Netflix, he had writers who were helping him. कि आपने ये लिखा है, but this is what can do and this is what can be done. But the writers that were helping him were comics. They weren't writers. So comedians were working with him as writers, right? So that's the major difference. तो वही है ना, if you have distribution sorted and if you have fame sorted, तो लोग कर रहे हैं. But otherwise, eventually, audiences are also very well aware that I would rather pay for a comic rather than a famous person. So, but Kapil is a stand-up comic before he became a TV host or whatever.
Right.
Because Laughter Challenge, all of that is all stand-up driven, and he's one of the tightest writers. And he does a stand-up set, no, before starting of the show. So
Yes.
he'll do like a 5 or a 6 minute bit on any observation.
Right,
So that's there.
got it.
But what I'm talking about is there are certain creators that are getting into stand-up, which is again a good and a bad. Because then they also get to know how hard is it and how difficult is it. Say for example, you will see Latent also. Latent पे अगर कोई non-comic judge आया है, he's not killed as hard.
Of course.
comedians have been punching and comedians have been floating things across.
Hmm.
And the other guys just happen to probably have one or two questions that sort of is again punched by a Samay or punched by a Jaspreet or a Bassi or Khamba. So these, like, you can set up, but a punch is always going to be by a comedian because he knows what to do and he does this day in and day out. So that's the difference.
Speaking about comedians, कैसा लगता है इनके साथ hang out करने में? How does the hangout feel like? Like when you're sitting with Solanki
We are
or
bullish. Everybody is bullish.
क्यों
Like,
ऐसा?
सारे comedians ऐसे ही हैं. Like it eventually becomes uh, it's a locker room where we are bullying each other. We are making fun of each other. And but it's in the most healthy way possible.
Hmm.
Like if a comedian is coming out and telling क्या है तू, he's not telling क्या है तू because he thinks you're dumb. He's calling you a because he's friend. He can tell things. So उस bracket में हो रहा है सब कुछ. And it's always like it's these are conversations that can never come out.
Right.
Yeah, these are just your कि हाँ मतलब हाँ हुई थी ये बात ठीक है.
आई थिंक सुनील छेत्री ने भी कहा था ऐसा कि मेरा विराट से जो बात होता है
हाँ.
वो कभी मैं लीक नहीं कर सकता हूँ क्योंकि वो लीक हो गया.
Yeah.
कुछ और ही कॉन्वर्सेशन फिर शुरू हो जाएंगे.
My thing is we are worst
Hmm.
in real life. But the moment we are in front of a camera and when we know it all comes down to, oh, we have to behave in a certain way, which is also sort of fair, but really wrong. Like, I get it if you're doing it from a brand perspective and you have a business to cater to and stuff. But if you're independent and if you're just having a conversation, why can't you just be you?
Right.
So that's what people feel restricted. I'm sure, like, ये men versus women भी नहीं है. ये just human है कि अगर if a human becomes himself, it's chaotic.
Hmm.
Because he has so much going on and he has to wear a mask कि मेरे को behave करना है. It's all.
डर लगता है अब कॉमेडी करने में.
नहीं.
ऑन कैमरा आ रहा है ये.
मैं कॉमेडी नहीं करता सर. मैं धंधा चलाता हूँ. No dude, I don't know. डर तो नहीं लगता. It's it depends. Like अगर मैं टिकट पेइंग ऑडियंस के लिए परफॉर्म कर रहा हूँ तो मैं कुछ भी बोलूंगा. Because they've come for that. They've come at their own risk. Not even own risk. They've come there to have fun. So that's the least you owe them is authenticity. कि तू honest बन के दे कुछ. Right? But if I'm performing for a brand or if I'm performing for a corporate, then I'm doing it for what they are asking me for.
फिर दायरे आ जाते हैं, बाउंड्रीज आ जाती हैं.
But that's okay. That's supposed to be.
Hmm.
Like certain institutions and certain place need that kind of restriction because that's what you've built. I can't come to your place and tell कि मेरे को चिकन खाना है, but जबकि तू vegetarian है, right? So I have to probably work according to your circle. मन तो करेगा चिकन खाने का, but बाहर चलते हैं ना उसके लिए. So that.
And you मतलब ideally don't post everything that you record.
No, of
वैसा नहीं.
course not. I can't. I
Yeah.
can't. Like the whole thing that why I enjoy live comedy is because it's in the moment.
Hmm.
Like if you see my content also, I'm very inconsistent because I enjoy live more. But I will start putting out more work क्योंकि that's the need of the hour. You need to stay relevant. And for relevancy, you will have to do certain things.
And you'll have to build your brand and everything.
Yeah. So if this is the modern day business, if we have to do it this way, then we have to do it this way.
Got it.
Like I was very, very honest. I was very anti credit cards. I'm like नहीं चाहिए भाई मेरे को उधारी नहीं करना है मेरे को. But the moment your certain websites accept credit card and they give you 10% off and you're like अरे पैसा बच रहा है. So that's that. तो yeah.
कभी ऐसा फाइनेंशियल स्ट्रगल आया है लाइफ में? मे बी शायद आपके ट्रांजिशन फेज में या कभी भी मतलब
अभी भी चल रहा है. Like I
Okay.
don't think financial stability is a thing, but it's also a mental thing.
Okay.
Like what keeps you more content, right? So I'm not earning as much as what I was doing in a job, but I have way more time. I'm working way more than what I was doing in a job, and I'm earning like 0.3x of what I was earning before. But I'm way more happier. I'm doing things as per my convenience. मैं लास्ट ईयर 30 दिन के लिए ऑस्ट्रेलिया चला गया. ये नौकरी के साथ मैं कभी नहीं कर पाता.
Hmm.
So it's given me, it's the opportunity cost if I have to go by the terminologies that are working right now. It's the opportunity cost. For me, would I be happier in a job? No fucking way. Because creatively, freedom wise, all of that, I would be very restricted. Financially, I'm able to get what I want. No, बट इट्स जस्ट द ब्रिज ऑफ सेटिस्फैक्शन दैट आई एम ऑन कि हाँ खुश हूँ. नौकरी के साथ मेरे पास 12 जूते थे. विदाउट नौकरी आई हैव 3 जूते, बट आई एम स्टिल wearing them every day and I'm more content with it.
Hmm.
So that becomes like my expenses have reduced because with the नौकरी I was more stressed. तो मेरे को खर्चा ज़्यादा करना पड़ रहा था to keep myself afloat and blah blah blah. बट जब अब स्ट्रेस नहीं है, खर्चा नहीं है, तो मैं खुश भी हूँ. तो now I'm just happier doing the bare minimum.
मेंटल और
Yeah.
फाइनेंशियल एक्सपेंडिचर पे आ जाती है
Yeah,
चीजें.
yeah, yeah. वो तेरे साथ भी वही होगा.
हाँ,
तेरे
हाँ,
को
of
जब
course.
जब तू like for me coffee used to be a mandate.
हाँ.
Like when
It
I
is
was
to me, अभी भी है.
तू नौकरी कर रहा है भाई.
हाँ.
So every day I will have 3 coffees every day, no
Hmm.
matter what.
Hmm.
And I had this huge flask in office, which my colleagues used to be like, "Marega sale, kitna pee raha hai?" But it used to, I sort of needed it because I used, like, it gave me anxiety, but it was just too, like, I was dependent on it. I don't drink, na main sutta peeta hu, na main kuch karta hu. So for me, this became something that I was dependent on. But the moment I came out of it, सुबह उठ के चाय पी रहा हूँ, फिर पूरे दिन मेरे को कुछ नहीं है, and then I'm chill. So slowly I realized that this was triggering me, but I was also dependent on that. तो मेरा कॉफी का खर्चा कम हो गया. And also I realized some brands are better than the other brand because I started experimenting. So all of that.
इन्वेस्टमेंट्स करते हो?
जो लोग बोलेंगे कर दूंगा. I don't have time to sit and be like, अरे आज टाटा बढ़िया कर रहा है. Like I don't. तो जो मेरा पार्टनर है अंजय, he just called me and told, दिवाली का मुहूर्त है, जल्दी ऐप खोलो. I'm like, I don't even have the app. He's like, then we did it like for an hour. And then that, like, my first investment that I did after LIC वगैरह जो भी है, वो जो bare minimum है, is in during the pandemic into crypto. And वो पैसा मैंने अभी तक नहीं निकाला है. मेरा पैसा है तुम्हारे पास.
तो अभी वो ग्रो है, हुआ है, नहीं हुआ
नेगेटिव
है?
में है भाई. मैं
Negative.
लाइक मेरे को थोड़ा ना पता था कि बुल क्या होता है, डिप क्या होता है. आई हैड जीरो आइडिया. तो बोला डाल दे इथेरियम में. हमने ठीक है डाल देते हैं. तो पैंडेमिक में तो पैसा ही पैसा बच रहा था ना. घर पे रह रहा हूँ, ना कुछ ऑर्डर कर रहा हूँ बाहर से. सो आई हैड सम सर्टेन मनी, सो आई इन्वेस्टेड इन क्रिप्टो. आई हैवंट पुल्ड दैट आउट. आई ओपन दैट ऐप ओनली once in 4 months just to see how much is left. And now little bit of stocks is what I'm trying to study. My brother does it. भाई ऑस्ट्रेलिया में है, तो वो वहाँ से बाप के साथ बैठ के करता रहता है कि इसमें डाल दो, उसमें डाल दो, because he has to earn his money back in one way or the other. बहुत खर्चा कर लिया साले ने. So
बड़े भाई हैं, छोटे भाई हैं? छोटे भाई.
5 years younger, smarter also. But yeah, so investments are those only.
एक फाइनेंशियल एडवाइस जो आप यंगर जनरेशन को देना चाहोगे?
Financial advice,
एक.
younger generation. I don't think having a certain materialistic thing can be your personality. Because a lot of people build their personality around materialistic things,
Such as?
which I also did. Like, be it watches, be it shoes, be it drip, which right now is the major market that people are growing into. The kind of t-shirts that you wear, the kind of what do you say, brands that you associate yourself with, that cannot be your personality. So I've spent a lot of money on watches that I don't wear now. I've spent a lot of money on shoes that maybe I haven't touched in like 2 years. So these were the things that sort of you loop yourself into, because that is what gave you validation at that point. But that isn't your personality, is what I feel. So if you're making any financial decisions on materialistic things, cannot be it. But also your personality cannot be कि मैं मस्त invest करता हूँ. But yeah, figuring out that, okay, what is like, I used to find it very weird when people used to say, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Hmm.
I'm like, bro, that's a very logical question. Why is it made fun of so much? We bullied that question so much that we don't think about 5 years ahead, which we should. So if you think about it 5 years ahead, things will be a lot more better. Like अगर मैं अभी चुटकुला लिखता हूँ और मैं सोचता हूँ कि will this be funnier 5 years from now, I find it so much better. I'm like, okay, this one's going to be funnier 5 years later also, so it's fine. But if something's relevant only for now, why am I even doing it? Like maybe I can get a laugh, so I'm not going to do like 10 minutes on it. So it's just for you to figure out. So yeah.
Got it. We'll close today's segment with one last question. Budding comedians के लिए
मैं
क्या
खुद budding हूँ, brother. I'm still.
but you are in that phase जहाँ पे
I
you're
can't
also
quit. I can't quit.
हाँ you're
Yeah.
also figuring things out
Yeah.
है ना. तो ऐसी क्या चीजें आपने फिगर आउट की है जो शायद किसी और यंगर प्रॉब्ली कॉमेडियन को या मच मोर फ्रेशर कॉमेडियन को हेल्प आउट कर सकती है?
No, bro. I think budding comedians right now are way more aggressive comparatively to comedians back in time. Because comedians from my generation were very scared to put out content and figure out how internet and online works. I'm talking about my batch purely. But the newer generation, like I put out my first video after being 5 years in the scene. उससे पहले मैंने कुछ नहीं डाला. Right? Because I'm like, जब तक मैं ready नहीं हूँ, I will not put it out. But now comedians 3 months into the scene, 6 months into the scene are coming out and putting. उन्हें कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है. They'll see अगर grow हुआ, नहीं हुआ तो फिर करते रहेंगे. So the trial and error method for newer comedians is way more faster and way more better, which is a good thing. So yeah, I think there's no advice as such because it's a very common thing. Like it's like playing cricket. Practice करते रहे, हो गया, नहीं हुआ. So same thing goes with stand up as well. Keep doing it, हो जाएगा. So that. Sorry, not funny answer.
रिस्क है लेकिन
हाँ,
इसके लिए
but it's one of those things ना कि return on investment negative नहीं होगा. Like you started here, maybe you'll end here only. You'll not go here. Like it's one of those things. Stand up, like अगर तू इसको 2 साल दे देगा तो तेरे को ये ऊपर ही लेके जाएगा. It will not keep you in the negatives. Maybe you get depressed for sure. वो होता है because it isolates you. It's not a team game and all of that. And it's every man for himself and stuff. But if you keep doing it long enough, you figure out a good community that you're part of. Your friends keep pushing you. तेरा material बेहतर हो जाता है. You become a better person because you're able to rationalize things and you're able to see it very differently. So that way, risk is huge, but you never go in the negatives. You're always above. So that's that. I've seen a lot of people do better in their jobs after they've done stand-up. They're like, मैं ये तो नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, so I cannot give up on this. So they do it more शिद्दत से. So yeah, that still works. That's still a good way to figure out कि मैं नौकरी के लिए बना हूँ.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Thank you so much, Harman. मजा आया
Good
आपसे
fun,
बात
brother.
करके.
Yes, sir.
काफी मजा आया and I think and I hope कि ऑडियंस को भी कुछ ना कुछ क्रेजी सीखने मिला होगा इनसे. Not just in terms of comedy, but how does gig working overall works.
Right. Yeah, I think gig working is the future anyway because nobody wants to be reporting to somebody every day. So eventually, I think it will be that. तुझे क्या लगता है?
मैं छोड़ रहा हूँ.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.